What's going on, YouTube? This is Behind the Wall, presented by Perky Jerky. I'm DeMonteHD of the entire show now forever, and I'm here with Pro Bowl 43 and Thermite 917, who's going to lead us into the race recap here.
Thank you, Damani. Glad to have you back once again. It was the Quaker State 400 at Kentucky. Martin Truex Jr. got the pole. Stage 1 went green from start to finish, so most drivers pitted halfway through the stage, which was 80 laps, but some waited a little longer since tires weren't a big issue. Truex eventually cycled back to the lead and won the stage. The running order was slightly shuffled to start stage 2 due to those guys staying out late in stage 1, so Kurt Busch led for a while until Truex regained the lead. Then on lap 110, which was 50 to go in stage 2, Alex Bowman's car done quit turning as he blew out a tire. That was the first caution for an incident. Then Truex later cruises to a stage 2 victory, and then Brad Keselowski took 2 tires to start stage 3 and led for a while like Kurt Busch did earlier, but once again Martin Truex Jr. got it back. Then there was a caution on lap 207 as J.J. Yaley blew an engine. Then Kurt Busch, once again, tried some sneaky strategy to get the lead back, and eventually, once again, Truex got back around him, this time with 44 to go, and never looked back. He wins his 4th race of the season, and that's also his 19th career win. And honestly, the most eventful part for him during this race was post-race, as his car tried to roll away while he was celebrating, and then he even got lost on his way to victory lane. But anyway, just to go through the results, Ryan Blaney came home 2nd, Keselowski 3rd, then Kyle Busch, Kevin Harvick, Kurt Busch, Eric Jones, Eric Almirola, Kyle Larson, and Joey Logano. So all the Penske cars got a top 10, and even Paul Menard got 11th. So really not that eventful of a race. Tyler, would you like to give your rating?
I sure will, Nick. This is a hard 3 out of 10. It was not an exciting race. But it's weird. I don't really feel upset about it at all because I knew going in, keep your expectations low. It's Kentucky. And what did we even see in the previous nights with the Xfinity and the truck race? You know, I love trucks, but even that wasn't the greatest of races. So we kind of knew what we were getting, and that's what we got. It's just unfortunate that it wasn't better, but whatever. Just throw it in the record books. We'll run away from it. Repage suck. Damani, what's your race rating?
Well, I kind of agree, because it was pretty boring, and that's way too much of a common thing. So I'll give it a good 3.
All right, thank you, Damani. I'll give it a 4 out of 10. There were a bunch of nice little saves, especially later in the race, and the second group tried to make an appearance. However, there was not much variety up front, there was not much attrition, and a big 3, get your big 3, driver won. But it really wasn't a terrible race for a repave. We've seen worse, and we've seen worse at Kentucky, I would think. But it was simply a completely average and predictable race.
Yeah, well said there, man. Well, the trucks raced in Kentucky again this weekend, and you know damn well what that means. Where did Cody Coughlin finish? Oh, man, Garbage Pail Cody came home with a solid 12th place result after starting at 11th, a very Cody Coughlin-like result. So let's see what he had to say. It was a rough night for our number 2 Jags. We couldn't seem to get everything quite right. Our Jags team worked tirelessly throughout the night on adjustments. We will regroup and head to Eldora Speedway next week. Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, I doubt you guys worked that hard, but you know, it's nice to see you like really starting to get back to that top 15 ThorSport form. So we're not surprised by anything, really, Cody. I think there's one thing left to say: Jags. Well, all right. See you in Eldora. Best of luck with that.
All right, it's time for our favorite segment. It's the awards. Tyler, lead it off.
I sure will, and that starts with the boner of the week, and that goes to Mike Kelly. Who, you might ask? He's the crew chief of the number 60 Xfinity team, which has had quite the year with their 3 relatively rookie drivers behind the wheel. So Ty Majeski was in the Xfinity race this week, and, you know, for some reason, they're running back there, like, right outside the top 15, and Mike Kelly's just like, okay, let's just do this little strategy call to start stage 2. We're going to put 2 tires on you and have you restart second. Well, here I am in our little Facebook chat going, okay, the 60 chances of crashing just increased by 150%. And what happened? Yeah, he got shoved out of the group, made contact with the wall, had to pit, lost multiple laps, hell, spun out late in the race for good measure, finished 27th multiple laps down. I don't even know how many. Like, Jesus Christ, what a boner decision. Know your role when you're running back there with a rookie driver and you've crashed as many times as you have this year. Just run a solid night. Is it that hard? Obviously so. Don't do it again. Next award.
So the next award, it's gonna go to our buddy Stenhouse. He had an absolute different, in high-pitched voices. So it starts off with him and McMurray had some contact with Stenhouse. I put Stenhouse down pit road. So he gets out of pit road, gets a loose wheel, and has to go back down pit road. So the Kyle Busch laughing meter has just grown another 3 laps. Gets out of pit road, loses his shit again. It's just been an embarrassing night for Gecko's ex-lover. He's having a tough time. What a time for it to happen right after, he's trying to prove that he's a couple inches bigger than Kyle. And where it counts, and, so it's not going so good for him. Stenhouse, you suck, man.
Enjoy that 26th place finish, bitch!
Bitch!
Next award.
Thank you, DeMonte. It's time for the
Straight Jacket Award!
And it goes to Carl, the Kentucky lawn care guy. Time your sprinklers better, Carl! 10 o'clock came around, and the sprinklers went off. That was in stage 3. Luckily, the cars didn't get wet and start slipping and sliding, but it left a big old puddle on pit road. I mean, it could have changed the game a little bit if a caution came out. It was fine last night because Xfinity ended earlier, but a race was going on. You don't time your sprinklers to go off during a race! And I know it's not the first time this has happened in NASCAR. It's kind of funny when it does. The funniest part with this is the announcers commented that that's probably why Denny Hamlin had a clock on his digital dash in the car. He had to know when the sprinklers were coming on, so he was ahead of the game. He saw it coming. But holy crap, that was like a straight boner there. So come on, Carl, get it together. Next award.
Yes. Well, the next award are some good things now. They're the Cigar Awards. And the first one goes to Ben Rhodes for winning the truck race. And honestly, to Eddie Chacronis, his crew chief, for making a hell of a call to take no tires on the last pit stop of the race. That whole stage 3 went green. And Stuart Friesen had it in hand, but they lost out on strategy. I'm a little salted about that, but you know what? Ben Rhodes had a lot of bad luck. So it was good for him to get a win and clinch his spot into the chase. The next cigar goes actually to the Xfinity race now, and that one goes to Christopher Bell, who got his second win of the season. Wasn't the dominant car, but he was there when it counted and made the most of it, got himself another win. So nice job, Christopher. And Thermite, finish off the Xfinity cigars.
All right, I will. Daniel Hemrick gets a cigar. He finished second. Again, like Christopher Bell, he was kind of there, and then he was there, but better, and he finished second. So good job. He needed that. He'll get a win soon, hopefully. John Hunter Nemechek was probably the best car that night, even better than Kyle at points. But unfortunately, he fell down a lap after losing power. Maybe had a battery issue, but came back for 7th. So the Stage 2 winner made the most of it, considering his struggles. To finish off the cigars, DeMonte.
So the first cigar is going to go to Martin Truex Jr., who probably has enough cigars now to open up a shop or 2 or 3. Had a perfect night, of course. When doesn't he? He's not Stenhouse. So he's always going to do good. He always has. Second one goes to Ryan Blaney for finishing right behind him in second. Kid solid. My favorite young driver. The final cigar goes to Kyle Larson, who had one of those crazy youngster nights, hitting the town, had that track bar issue, just ping pong ball all night, but finishes 9th. He somehow bounced back and gets a cigar for that one for sure.
Yeah, I'm glad you really summed up Kyle Larson's day, considering he started from the rear, missed driver intros, and NASCAR's like, no, you don't, and you're going right to the rear, Kyle. But he drove right to the front and just had a real nice, clean night, despite his issues, and damn, looked like he might have been able to win that one. But of course, Kyle Larson has no goddamn luck. So, well, we still have one more award, and it's one of our favorites. Nick, take it away.
It is one of our favorites, but it has a slight addition. It's the crying and pissing towel. And no, I don't mean ficus, but Kyle Busch and Ricky Stenhouse Jr. were acting pissy to each other all week like an old married couple. We all know what happened at Daytona. Ricky caused 2 big ones, and Kyle Busch was involved in the second one. and Kyle was all sad that Ricky didn't reach out to him and apologize. Oh, Kyle. Not everyone has to say sorry, especially since you bitched him out on the radio and said that he has no business being out there. But then Ricky has to turn it around and be like, Kyle, you know, you're gonna get it coming if you want to talk like that. Like he thinks he's such a tough guy, he's gonna get him back. You're Ricky Stenhouse. You're in the back of the field. And that brings me to my next point. Kyle Busch has to take a jab and say, I'm not going to be worried about someone that's going to be in the back of the field all race.
I can't worry about people that far back in the field.
So they just kept going back and forth, and it's just so childish considering, like Kyle said, they barely race each other anyway. Just move on. It was a plate race. Mistakes happen. You're both acting like a bunch of babies!
You big crybabies! Oh, man. It was still funny as hell, though. I mean, we just enjoy it, but, you know, like you said, it was like a little old couple just, like, jabbing at each other. Like, oh, God damn it. I said I need low Splenda sugar, not the sweet and low. God damn it, Mabel. You know I can't have that much cream in my coffee in the morning, you silly old bitch.
Oh, Jesus.
I don't know where I was going with that, but you get the point, so. Oh, damn it.
Probably spiking each other's drinks with their arthritis medicine.
Oh my God, they're having a race to the shitter with their canes or whatnot.
It reminds me of like the old commercials where like Clint Boyer and Nick Kenseth were like old and on their scooters racing each other.
Yeah, exactly.
The drive to win is for life.
That's perfect right there.
Yeah.
They need to redo that commercial, actually. That would be great.
Yeah.
Well, damn. That sums up an awesome awards segment, even though DeMonte messed it up a lot. But we'll move on. All right, now it's time to take a look at the best paint schemes from the week. The real quick one, so enjoy the montage. And of course, it wouldn't be a paint scheme segment without worst paint scheme of the week, the quickie dishonorable mention, and that has to go to Eric Jones's Freightliner Toyota. I was not going to let this car slide, okay? I mean, I like the black and white colors, but again, it's just, there's nothing there. There's not a paint scheme. I mean, come on. We've seen this shit last year with Kenseth, too. Can you not put a little bit more effort? Is it that tough? Obviously so. Don't do it again. I don't like it. So now, to the official worst paint scheme of the week, his teammate, Nick. We were disgusted with this car. Please, take it away.
Oh my God. Well, it's Kentucky, so once again, Kyle Busch has another frickin' Snickers car. This year, paint scheme-wise, like, it might be a more put-together car in terms of, like, associate sponsors. There's no Nouse-D, but come on. Whippy! Irritable! It's kind of funny because it sums up Kyle to a T. That's like the only reason it has some kind of value, but it looks ridiculous. The logos are big. The brown is like shit. It's terrible.
Yeah.
Going in, ham and cheese and bacon.
Dude, this car is seriously awful. I mean, I don't get it. Who, again, had the balls to sit there and think this is a design? It's not. I'm even going to shit on something really small. Look at the damn headlight number. I mean, that just, like it blends in there. Like, it's just, everything on this car is wrong. Wrong. Don't do, just, I'm not even going to say it. It's not worth it. you guys don't fucking care. This is not the Snickers paint schemes from 10 years ago, which were awesome, and we won that last year as well. But here we are with easily a nominee and most likely the winner of the worst alternate paint scheme of the year. This is pathetic.
That's not a Hendrix game.
Exactly. Yeah, right. Oh, this is disgusting. Please exit my screen and all of our screens. We need this. Bye.
Bye!
Okay, now it's time to recap the fantasy results and picks from Kentucky, and I lead it off with the banger, picking Martin Truex Jr. with a perfect night at 60 points, so obviously I get the win. Kane finishes second, picking Kyle Busch, who finished fourth and got 50 points. DeMonte finishes in third with Kevin Harvick, who finished fifth and got 48 points. And Nick with his idiotic pick of Chase Elliott, who finished 13th, got only 25 points. So he will be the first selection for Loudon. Nick, go ahead, take it away.
Kyle Busch
is an ass.
I don't want him to, but he's good there. Kyle's going to get the lobster. Next, whoever you are.
All right, I'm going for the 78 again, Truex.
You fucking whore.
At New Hampshire, because obviously, I mean, who else am I going to go with?
Thank you, DeMonte.
Well, Kane couldn't make it tonight, so his selection will be right here.
Yeah.
And I'm last up for Loudon, Clint Boyer.
Hey.
Yeah, I haven't picked him all year. He's won there before. He's run well really all season long, so it seems like a pretty good pick. I like it. All right, now it's time to make some selections for the second year in a row for Eldora. The crown jewel race of the Truck Series is here, and we're all going to make some picks. So now we're going to make them in reverse order for which we picked for Loudon. So that means I will be first up on the board. And I'm going to go with Stuart Friesen.
Yes! Yes!
This has to happen, all right? The time is now. He should have won last year, got screwed over. He has been so close this year. They weren't even aligned with GMS last year at this time for that race. So if they were that good then, I can't even imagine how good that truck is going to be when they set foot on Eldora. So Stuart Friesen's going to win that bitch. And Kane's Eldora pick is right here.
I'm not looking forward to this.
All right, DeMonte, you're up on the board. Make your selection for Eldora.
I'm thinking Matt Crafton. Don't question my decisions, question yours.
Thermite, you are last up. Make your pick.
This might be a little bit of a wild card, but I'm going to go with Sheldon Creed. Honestly, don't even know exactly what team he's in, but he's a great dirt driver, and most of all, he has a ton of momentum from getting a few ARCA Series wins recently, so I think he's going to get it done. Get it, Sheldon. Go higher to a place where blind men see. Hold that trophy with arms wide open.
Well, this has been another episode of Behind the Wall, presented by Perky Jerky. We appreciate you for listening, along with all the rambles. So, DeMonteHD, the biggest cause of the flow breakers, he shits on Kane Jr. 88, who was not here tonight. He was busy being a limo driver for his dad and his golf patrons. So we missed him a little bit, actually, considering DeMonte's HD minus performance. So, sorry, Kane. Feel bad you couldn't make it, but as always, he's there in spirit with us. So for Thermite 917, he had about a B plus performance, maybe a B minus or whatever, but that's just Thermite's way.
I'll take it.
And for myself, yes, you will take it, Thermite. And for myself, Pro Bowl 43, my lord, this has been one odd episode, arguably the oddest of our 66 episodes. So this has been Behind the Wall. You've been behind the wall, way behind. And thank you for listening.
So is it just what's up YouTube? It's Behind the Wall, blah blah blah. I'm here with blah blah blah. That friendship.
Essentially, but don't be afraid to spice it up a little bit. Get in there, bring the energy. Come on, people want to know.
Bring those snacks.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Bring some snacks. They're in the break room. Kane tried to eat them, but we banned him.
Well, he got replaced. So what's going on YouTube? This is Behind the Wall, presented by Perky Jerky. I'm DeMonteHD, the new third member of the show. Hope you guys will appreciate that. I'm here with Middleburg 1, or Pro Bowl 43, sorry, and Thermite 917 in my dream. Take it away.
Jesus Christ.
Thank you for that good intro, DeMonte, that built
That
up
was-
and then went nowhere.
Exactly. Redo that. That was your trial run right there.
What's up, YouTube? Fuck. I'll give it a good 6.5.
Whoa, there you have it. DeMonte had a
6.5.
little bit different scale than us, but that's okay.
I was gonna say
Probably
like
do.
six and a half out of what? 30?
40.
Holy fuck! It's a jumbled mess, and you're muted now.
Let me just give my rating because I can work with that because I don't even know where he went.
I don't know where he went either.
All right, thank you, DeMonte. I'll give it a 5 out of 10. No, I won't. That's a lie. Gonna sling his AFCO.
He ain't slinging shit. The only thing he's slinging is a freaking large 12-inch 4-topping pizza into his mouth.
Going to sling it like a frisbee right into his face. All right, it's awards time. Gonna be some. Damn it! See, that's why I don't.
Wow.
That's why I don't lead in.
Jesus Christ. I give you one job, and that's what you do. You piss all over it.
Dude.
There he is.
Truth has been revealed. All right, Thermos, stop wasting time.
All right.
All right. So, of course, that was the Day from Hell. If you didn't hear it, so roll on with the next award.
That was so cringy.
I know.
Just say
just
next
edit.
award.
All right. Next award.
You were laughing.
Next award.
Next award.
All right, and in case you forgot, this is the awards, and I'm DeMonteHD. This is Behind the Wall.
Jesus fucking Christ.
I'm this Kane.
Next award.
Oh,
Okay.
why was this a good idea? And that goes to Carl the Kentucky Larn. Ah! That's hard to say, actually. Next award, or ah!
Oh,
All right. So the first one's gonna go to Ryan Blaney.
No.
Which is, it's not. Wait. Hold on a second.
The first cup cigar goes to Martin Truex Jr. Blah blah blah. Had a perfect night, perfect 60 points. You don't
Oh,
say much.
wait. Okay. I thought the way you said it, you were saving that one for last. All right. First one's good.
Read the
And then
frickin'
Carlson,
outline!
And then where's the fucking outline?
It's in the chat,
Sent it
but
to the
of course.
chat.
All right, now it's time to take a look at the best paint schemes from the week. The real quick one, so enjoy the montage. Shut the fuck up.
We should do that one time. Just someone does their own song over it.
That's that. Jesus
You guys
Christ.
should do that. I'll record a whole song over it. Just myself going.
This is the fucking paint scheme segment, bitch.
I hope you like bass games, and I hope you like bass games, and I hope you like bass games, and I hope you like bass games. Anyway, so that was our paint scheme segment for this week.
Paint schemes.
Skate paints. Every time I have an episode with you guys, it's full of, funny shit, but it's only funny because I suck.
I think you're having an
Yeah.
episode, all right.
So, for New Hampshire, I'm going with, oh my fucking god.
Kyle Busch. I don't want him to, but he's good there. And, I mean, it'll make Stenhouse mad, I'm sure. I mean, because he'll probably be the one that gets beaten by him because he's such a good driver. Oh, my God. Anyway.
Well, Kane, since you're not here, his selection's gonna be. Hold on, I don't like that. Man, I don't know who to pick. I haven't decided yet, so why don't you cut this out? Yeah.